Hello everyone, my name is Hang, and today I'm giving my presentation on the topic of the civil rights movement during 1950s in the United States. And now let me get started with my presentation. The development of the civil rights movement in the 1940s and 1970s contributed to the consistent transformation of the U.S. society, to the elimination of inequality in basic human rights between the white American and African American. In this regard, Rosa Parks protest and desegregation, the Civil Rights Act of 1946, and the Fair Housing Act of 1968 was major development of the civil rights movement, which aimed at the elimination of inequality between white American and African American, as well as other racial minorities. Now I'm talking about the Rose Park protest. Rose Park protest was one of the turning points in the U.S. history on the way to desegregation. Prior to her protest and refusal to give the seat to the white part of the bus to a white man, the segregation was taken for granted. The segregation created created conditions for the racial dividing in the U.S. We could have gone wider and turned into a sort of apartheid conducted to SAR. In this regard, the open protest and open manifestation of civil disobedience by Rosa Parks has triggered the active social struggle of racial minority for desegregation in the U.S. At this point, it is worth mentioning that the segregation affected not only the public transport but also other fields such as education. And now I'm talking about the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a major legal act introducing the principle of racial equality into human rights and liberty in the U.S. The introduction of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was a major legal act that eliminated the racial inequality and banned discrimination based on racial differences in the U.S. The introduction of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 accomplished the long-lasting struggle of African Americans for equal rights and liberties compared to the white majority. And next one is the Fair Housing Act of 1968. It was another major legislative change that granted African Americans with equal rights compared to the white majority, and more importantly, laid the ground for better economic contribution for African Americans. In such a way, the Fair Housing Act of 1968 was not only the political but also economic law that formally created conditions for the equality of white Americans and African Americans. That's why this legal act was one of the major changes brought by the civil rights movement that had opened new, wider opportunity to stand on the equal house compared to the white majority. On the other hand, the introduction of Fair Housing Act still failed to provide African Americans with better economic opportunity to close gaps between them and white Americans. Meanwhile, The Civil Rights Act of 1964 attempted to prevent discrimination in the U.S. on the ground the racial background of Americans. The Civil Rights Act eliminated discrimination in the field of employment. That meant that African Americans had got the opportunity to get better jobs and earn more. The Fair Housing Act provided them with equal right to buy and own a house without any restriction caused by their racial background. But however, until now, the Voting Rights Act is still in the news. The legacy of the civil rights movement and the most pressing civil rights issues are still a controversial topic today in the US. If you look at the documenting the masses of economic inequality and you ask yourself, what is the most important civil rights issue today? The answer should be education inequality. Education inequality is a serious civil rights issue. Hispanics and African Americans often get the poor education opportunity. Voter programs have been tried in several urban areas to try to expand school choice for poor and minority families, but they are still not available everywhere and can generally accommodate only a small number of students. And the second issue is voter ID law. It is a serious civil rights issue today. At least 40 states have adopted laws making it more difficult for people who would otherwise have been eligible to vote and who have voted in the past to vote again. Some have enacted stricter voter ID laws. Some have made it more difficult for those providing assistance to voters at polling places to do so, and some have challenged third-party registration. So, why would it be difficult for someone to present ID at the polling place? And the reason is that about 25% of African American population doesn't have any voter ID. There's the more advancement in the state rights movement, such as desegregation driven by Rosa Parks and other civil rights activists. Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Housing Act of 1968 provided African Americans with equal rights and liberties compared to white Americans, but still it failed to eliminate the economic disparity between the two racial groups, at least in a short-term perspective. On the other hand, these major developments contributed to closing the gap between white Americans and non-white Americans, since all of them have got equal rights and liability, and in the course of time, African Americans and other racial minorities attempt to eliminate the persistent inequality.